Let's see. It's giving time. I'm sorry, I have a song stuck in my head. I think we might do some Barbie research. Mute that. Let's see. So, see if this works the way I want it to. Yeah, let's just do entire screen. That's not what I want. There we go. That's what I want. So doing some Barbie research, I guess.
Hi, Barbie. Looking good, Barbie.
I wish they would have included the earlier clip with wheelchair Barbie. Let's see. Oh, I hated this song before. I love it now. Ooh. The way he says, granted, gets me every time.
It's touched me and I feel like something's
got to give.
And I'm a little bit angry. Yeah. This ain't over. No, not here. No. No, well, I still need you around. You don't own me. We might change, yeah. Yeah. We just might feel good. I wanna push you around. Well, I will. Well, I will. I wanna push you down. Well, I will. Well, I will. I wanna take you on round. I wanna take you on round. Yeah. I will. Turn down the volume a bit. So, close up my Facebook there. Google. No. No. Okay. This is what I wanted to see. Barbie, 1959. There are a lot of dolls on here that I forgot existed. There's Alan. Friends. And there's Todd. Okay, so Todd
right here had a little bit of an age thing because that spot right there in the Wedding Day Midge and Ken set. Oh no. Nope, not doing that. I have proof that that's Todd. Hang on, let me scroll back out. There's the box, the back of the box. Here. Let's see. Tab. Look. See? That's Todd as the ring bearer. So Todd got de-aged, I guess. That's something I didn't know. I love you, Kate Bush, but I've heard this song a lot. Let's do some DJ Cumberbund. I love DJ Cumberbund. What was the year on that one? I am going to save this image, but Todd was introduced. This is 93 and 84. Horses. So many horses. I never had any of the Barbie horses, I don't think. I may have had. When did they come out? No, I didn't have any of the horses. Just got you see Todd's. Oh, there we go. Todd, Tiny Todd. From 66 to 68? Huh. $1966. What was the secondary year there? 68. 8. Oh yeah, I forgot to put on live chat. All messages. There we go. Tiny Tinder. So it was Todd and Tootie? Did Tootie have an adult? What happened to Tootie? What happened to Tootie, y'all? Have a mystery. What happened to Tootie? (1966) Todd had a twin. TTI. UTTI. This is America. Okay, let's see. Child, stop that. Let's go back to DJ Cumberland. Okay. Cat, what are you reading? The worst sound a cat owner can hear is just the sound of the cat going like they've actually done something. Oh my god, Diva. Who are you? From the Rockers series? I gotta do a little research on you. Diva, possible drag queen. Tiny Todd. Who's this? Maybe she's the bride. Can't read that. Hang her, put to sleep. Ah. Oh. I need to find out who that little girl doll is. Is this a clearer image, or is it the same one? I can't tell if it says Carla. Can't tell what it says. Let's see if I can find it in modern. No, it's none of these girls. Oh, hang on. This has me stumped. Set of 6. Little none. More details. Oh, go away. It's the same picture. It's literally the same picture. I actually don't like this song. Beautiful. Doesn't have. Kelly. It's Kelly. Holy crap. Why did they make that so hard to read? Do we have Kelly in the tree here? Kelly, Kelly, Kelly. Kelly, right there. Why is she red here? I guess Barbie didn't like her. It put her in the burn book. His name is Dude. You couldn't get a better name for Jazzy's friend. God, look at Scott. And why is Ginger not a ginger? I'm asking the real questions here, people. What happened to Tootie? Why was she around? Okay, so Todd was around for 66 to 68. Tootie was around for 66 to 71. Then Todd came back in 83 and 84. What happened to Tootie? Okay. Diva, that's who I wanted. Diva. Rocker. It was one of those. That's her. 19 Diva doll. You can't convince me that's not a drag queen. Look at that makeup. And she's blended too. Look at that. That is a drag queen, honey. That is a drag queen. Look at the fit too. I have seen a drag queen wear that exact fit. That's crazy. I love it. What kind of shoes did she have? Flats? Oh, they gave her flats? See, it's okay to perform in flats, people. Diva said so. Oh. Oh, this is a complete tree. Divas from Brazil. Yeah, that's a drag queen, baby. Saving this. Text. No years. Oh, I love that dress. Actually, let's see what else we've got. Into countries. Okay. Tracy's fiance. I'm leaving my spelling errors. Okay. Miss Tracy. Let's see. Let's find Tracy. Stacy. It says Tracy, but it might mean Stacy. Nope, it's Tracy. Okay. Brad. Christine's boyfriend. Brad and Curtis. Are they twins? Are they brothers at least? Derek. Harley Robertson. Steven. Sorry, I'm looking at the face molds. Midge. Come, people, you let me down. Can't believe his name is Dude. Let's actually take a look at this. Kelly wedding gift set. Those are relatives. Okay. Moon Mystic and Sunspell. Moon Mystic and Sunspell. Barbie. Moon Mystic. 1978. Oh, those are cool. How did I not know about these ones? I mean, they're expensive as hell because they're... Oh, wow. Holy shit. Wow. Those are neat. 1979. That's cool. These Barbies I didn't know about. That's one family tree of Barbies. This is more so for the movies. We're focusing on the dolls, not the movies. Yeah. MC, how am I celebrity licensed? Okay. I think my best friend has most of these. If you can find Czechoslovakian Barbie, I'll be happy. Okay, Barbie. Easy. Czechoslovakian Barbie. My dad's family is actually from Czechoslovakia. Not bad. I keep checking my phone. Didn't mean to do that. Sorry. My family on my dad's side is Roma, but we claimed Czechoslovakia. That's where my relatives got baptized before the war. That's so cool. I'm curious. 159 there. Let's see what it's shot for. $50 on eBay, not bad. Let me stop screen sharing for a second. Send this to someone. I have my Facebook up. I don't want y'all to see it. My best friend is a Barbie collector and has over 300. I don't know if she has checked Barbie or not. Actually, let me see if I can pull up her Instagram. Let's see. I'm looking for her Instagram. You know what? I'll just pull it up on my phone first, and that's the smart thing to do. Go dancing on the sea. It's the. There it is. Get some here. So tell me, where does it hurt? There it is. Where does it hurt? Not at all. Okay. Going down, down. Down, down, down. This is my best friend. Go away. If there's any need to know about Barbie, this is where I go. My best friend. Go. Shut up. She also collects nostalgic toys. Oh. Hate you. I don't want to log in. Take it to him. That sad, sad feeling away. Take it to him. Going down, down, down. That sad, sad feeling away. There we go. I don't even know what a kiss is. What account am I on? Okay. No. Okay. So. This is my best friend's Barbie page. As you can see, she has all of them. She restyled one of her Margot Robbie Barbies so that it was more screen accurate. I love the lashes. Oh yeah, I need to pull this up. Like a one-way ticket to hell. International Barbies. She is First Nation, so she collects all of the First Nation Barbies. And I think she's going to restyle most of them to look more traditional. Let's see. Iconic. Dream Bride Barbie. I had the little toy from McDonald's when I was a kid. No. International Barbies of the world. See, it doesn't look like she has Czechoslovakia. Where's the Bob Mackie? See, she has my one of my favorites. Totally hair, uncut hair, beautiful. I need her. I need that outfit. Point blank. Period. I need the outfit. The original Beauty and the Beast place that she wanted growing up. I'm so happy she finally got it. Let me see. I'm looking. Here it is. That's what I was looking for. We're not going to see the bum tattoos. She has Barbie butt tattoos. But look, these are originals. And here's the Bob Mackies. McDonald's toys. There we go. One room in her house is all Barbies. It's a thing of beauty. I mean, I'm sorry, y'all. You have caught me looking at Barbies, and I'm supposed to be doing research. These are my best friend's Barbies. Like, I can go over to her place and see them whenever too. It's at the falling star. To those lost men in those dark. Look at her. She's so gorgeous. Her with her Barbie. physical representation of her. Okay. I had this one as a kid. It's nice to go over to her place and play with my old dolls, even though they aren't actually mine. Okay, back to research. God damn it. Ignore that. It's okay, this stream isn't going to be staying up anyway. Barbie. Cousin. Mm-mm. His friend. What does that say? Modern cousin? Little sister. Skipper. Oh, I love how they list Skipper's friend as Honey the horse. Fluff? Her name was Fluff? I feel sorry for that doll. Now, this is early days, so. There's Tanner, the pooping dog. I had one of these. Wheelchair Barbie. I also had one of the talking Barbies, but its batteries ran down and it made the most demonic sounds. It's list. Let's try list. And try popping my back. Oh. Oh. Okay. These are from the movies. Yeah, that's no help. I'm looking for the dolls. Much as I love Southern culture on the skids. Oh, here. I was gonna say, let's go to. Didn't our YouTube Rewind appear? I think our YouTube Rewind did appear. I just don't know where it is on here. made the sequence and stuff. See, it started off as plain white, and then after hours and hours of work, I had to hand paint all of the white pieces gold, and then I did rhinestones on top of it. I think my upstairs neighbors are fighting. Classy. Yeah, I had to learn the Slave for You choreography. Screw it, Marie Antoinette. Wait. Fluff was a cat. Fluff, 82. 71 to 72. Is that an 8? 82. I think so. 82. Yeah, it's like 82. Okay, this helps because I couldn't really read Modern Cousin in the other one because it was like weird. See? Modern Cousin. Casey, Barbie's new English friend. See? Tootie and Todd, right there. What happened to Tootie? Look, and they were roommates. Ken and Alan We're friends. And the baby dolls. Let's take a look here. We're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue. Oh my god, Brad looks like a serial killer down here. Look at him. I think they used this. I seriously think they used the same face mold for Brad and Curtis. They just made some minor changes. I'm gonna have to research that. Oh, here's a note. Barbie magazine called the 1991 Kelly Barbie doll's sister and Todd Ken's brother, but official Mattel catalogs do not. That answers some questions. Todd one. In the playground, in the dark side of town, Electric Avenue, and we take it higher. This is, yes, okay, I want to save this. Look at all the kids they had. What happened to Tootie? She disappeared. Oh no, I'm summoning the gays with this music. Did I save this? I think I did. Build your own family tree. No. was up to 1999. Sweet. Okay, cool. I'm actually performing this song, well, my version of this song on Sunday, and I am excited for it. I'm going to make people uncomfortable. Yes, I want me. Baby, don't you wanna dance with me? 'That's all I really needed to learn. Dance with me. 11. Trying to find Barbara Millicent Roberts. That's Barbie's full name. Well, I guess Barbie. Barbie family tree. Okay. Where is it, baby? One of my cats. Ah, okay. Well, ooh. The cats are being cats. It's kind of adorable. Alright, you know what? Let's actually watch this video. Wonder if this person knows what happened to Tootie.
Hello, doll fans, and welcome back to Beauty Inside a Box. Today I have a rather random video for you. No, I'm not investigating the murder of Barbie. This is actually
Hang on.
Barbie's crazy, extensive, massive family tree. And I thought it might be a fun little trip down memory lane. Today we go through the whole of Barbie's family tree, and down here we have all of her friends as well. Obviously, Barbie has been around since 1959, so she's pretty old. She's in her 60s, has a lot of different friends, a lot of different family members,
And a lot of work done.
Who have served different purposes for the Barbie brand throughout time. So let's take a little trip down memory lane and take a look through some of Barbie's family and friends throughout history. First of all, if you love dolls and Barbie as much as I do, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel.
Yes, it's Beauty Inside a Box. Go subscribe.
And anyway, let's get on with Barbie's massive family performance. Now,
That's
there
true.
are a lot more Barbie fan members that appear in the films and the TV shows, but that would make this list like dollars long. If you want me to make a whole separate video where I talk about Barbie characters from the films, then I will do that. At the moment, we're only talking primarily about Barbie characters that appear in doll form, because I'm more interested in dolls, personally. Now, next, kind of in the middle, but kind of off to one side, we have Barbie. Here she is.
I have to see if
Barbie,
somebody
the true
knows
icon.
what happened to Tootie.
Tootie is a kind of a different name. It's you. Tootie. Oh, Tootie. And that's what Tootie is. Skipper's little sister. Barbie's little sister. It's a happy name, all up and down. Kind of giving you mousy. Tootie. Tootie. And that's what Tootie is. Her arms and legs really dance, so she can pose just the way you want.
Wait.
And keep the right.
So Tootie was also... What happened to Tootie? And then let's get that link. If you're wondering why I keep looking down through here, it's because I wear bifocals.
I to play in a dollhouse, too. Her name even sounds like fun and laughter. Tootie, 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 Tootie. And that's what Tootie really is. She comes in special playsets. Each with something extra, so you can get Tootie with her own poster bed, or with a big fluffy dog. Tootie with her own piano, or with a baby fuzzy and tiny dog. You can leave together with a twin brother Todd. Todd! They come with a neat ice cream table and chair. And there are extra outfits you can buy. Each one specially designed for Tootie. It's kind of a...
Okay. So Tootie and Todd are listed. Tiny twin sister and brother. Yep. But what happened to Tootie? Lots of Barbie stop motion. Tracy and Todd. 1982. So Todd grew up and got married to Tracy. Yeah. Oh, shush, stomach. Tootie and Friends. Nobody knows what happened to Tootie. Now this might be a conspiracy, y'all. Okay, back to.
Hello, doll fans, and welcome back
Yes.
to Beauty. Her family coming off this way, all friends coming off this way in 73. So she did 5 and one of different age groups. Barbie's first ever sister was Skipper. Now I have a picture of the very first Skipper doll and one of the most recent Skipper dolls. Skipper was introduced in 1964, and Skipper has a whole host of friends. She has Scooter, who is very similar but with brunette hair. She was originally introduced in 1965 and was retired in 1976. We also have Tiff, that was part of a kind of active line where they were bendable. They had bendable body parts. And she was introduced in 1971 and was retired in 1973, so she didn't very long. And she was actually Skipper's tomboy friend. So she had a slightly more masculine energy. And she had a sister called Fluff. Yeah, that's her name, Fluff. Skipper called Courtney, who was brought out in 1989 and lasted all the way up until 2018. And Skipper also had an African-American friend called Nikki. Now, you may remember that Barbie later on also has a friend called Nikki. And
Jazzy, Stacy, Nikki. All of them Barbies is pretty. All of them Barbies is bad.
And a funny thing about this timeline is a lot of the names are used. So see if you can notice where the names have been reused over and over again. Skipper had a couple of boyfriends. Sometimes they were just called her friends, and sometimes they were called her boyfriends. There was Ricky, who was her first boyfriend from 1965 until 1967. In 1980, she had a boyfriend called Scott. And then from 1990 till 1995, she had a boyfriend called Kevin. Hey, Editing Joey here. I thought I would just let you know that Skipper does have some modern current friends as well, mostly as part of the babysitters line, but they don't have names, so I include them in this list.
Dude.
Barbie also had a cousin called
Hang on,
Jazzy,
let's go back.
Mostly as...
Let's try and label these with this giant, massive thing here. Okay, so we have friends of, these are Jazzy's friends. Really? Okay, friends, here we go. They have no equivalents. I just want this one to be dude.
Part of the babysitters line, but they don't have names, so I didn't include them in this list. Barbie also had a cousin called Jazzy, and I believe she was...
Jazzy was not a cousin. Jazzy was listed as a sister? Or, no, wait, yep, cousin. Derp. I'm also very blind, as you know, from me wearing bifocals.
meant to kind of appeal to a more teen
Shout out to Jazzy Hall. Love you, boo.
demographic, and she only ran from 1988 until 1992, the year I was born. And Barbie had a slightly younger sister called Stacy, who was introduced in 1990 and is still available today. Barbie
I remember throwing a fit because I wanted a Stacy.
also had siblings called Todd and Tootie, who were twins. Now, these two twin siblings are kind of ever evolving. They remained as Barbie's twin siblings from 1965 until 1972, but eventually Todd lost his sister. We don't know what happened to her. She just disappeared.
We don't know what happened to Tootie.
And from 1991 until 1996, Todd was mostly depicted as being one of Stacy's friends, and sometimes he was used as Midge, one of Barbie's friends' younger brother. So Todd has really been around. And this is the thing about Barbie's friends and family. It's pretty malleable. It changes. Very interesting. Stacy also had friends called Jeanette and Whitney. They were both used from 1994 till 2006.
Janet.
Now it seems Stacy doesn't have any friends because they've all just disappeared. Hello, it's Editing Joey here, and I just want to quickly say that Stacy does have friends now that are the Stacy line, except like lots of Barbies these days, they are unnamed. They don't have names. Now we are going to go on to one of Barbie's younger siblings. This character was kind of depicted as a toddler. This is Kelly, or as she was known in the UK, this is how I remember her, Shelley. Now, she was named Shelley from 1994 all the way up until 2010, when she had a name change to Kelsey. And she has been Kelsey ever since. So from 2010 till now, this is Kelsey. Kelly had a whole bunch of friends. Loads of them reused names from other Barbie dolls. For example, Nikki. Hello, Editing Joey here again. Just to let you know that Kelsey, similar to Skipper, also has some current modern friends, except again, they don't have...
Is that dude? Seriously, his name dude. Like there's Stacy. Stacy and Stacy. See? Barbie's new English friend, Stacy. 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 British chum. Listed as British chum. That's cute.
Names, so I didn't include them on this list. Now, Barbie also had a very short-lived baby sister who only appeared from 1999 until 2001, called Chrissy. She's called Chrissy. Um, I miss Chrissy. I used to have quite a few dolls that had Chrissy dolls. I think Barbie needs a new baby sister. I think probably one of the reasons why they retired her was because people thought it was actually Barbie's baby. To be honest, quite often I thought it was Barbie's baby. Now we have to go down here to the bottom to Barbie's extensive list of friends. Now over here we have Barbie's first ever friend, who was called Midge. She was produced from 1963 until 1966, and then
Midge was the pregnant Barbie.
discontinued. She has ginger hair. She's really cool. I would love to have one of the original Midge dolls. And then she came back in 1988, and she lasted until 2004, where she disappeared again. And then she reappeared for the Barbie Life in a Dream House show. That show was great, by the way. I absolutely love that show. And associated doll line. And she appeared then from 2013 until 2015. I definitely think they should bring back Midge. She's a great character, and I love.
Honestly, I have a feeling they're going to bring back a lot of the old dolls because of the movie. I have no doubt they're bringing back Alan, because okay. And let me get into the internet's fan theory about Alan and Midge. Let me go back to this one here. Alan, Kin's friend. Look at how close they are. And like I said, Alan's selling point was that he fit all of Kin's clothes. The internet's theory is that Alan and Midge are both gay, but because it was the 50s, 60s, and 70s, they had to hide their relationship. So they got married and had a baby. Because Midge, even though she's a lesbian, she wanted to have a baby. So, and Alan, I mean, a perfect cover, right? So the two of them got married in the 90s. Midge got pregnant and had her baby. She was very happy, and Ken and Alan continued to be roommates and very good friends. So yeah, that's what I believe.
Some consistency in the Barbie line. It's great to have some of those core characters kind of stay there. First of all, we have Francie, Stacy, and PJ, as you can see depicted here.
Oh my god, I love PJ's outfit. That's super cute.
Francie was Barbie's mod friend. Francie is actually Barbie's cousin. So Francie should probably actually be up here, but anyway, she was meant to kind of play into the mod style that was so popular at the time. And she was released from 1966 till 1977. And there was also an African American version of Francie which came out. And then we have Stacy. Stacy was made from 1968 till 1971. And she was meant to play into the Beatles mania that was happening at the time, the English invasion that was happening in America, because she's Barbie's friend from the UK. And last of all, we have PJ, who was released from 1969 till 83. And PJ is meant to be Barbie's kind of hippie 1960s friend.
It's Trixie Mattel. It's Trixie Mattel before she discovered volume.
Okay, next across we have Whitney and Becky and Kayla.
But I didn't have a Becky, but I wanted one so bad because I'm all for disability visibility, and I have been since I was a kid. My mother is actually legally blind. My grandfather is fully blind. So disability visibility was big around our house.
And Devon. Now, Whitney was used from 1986 to 1999, and I think her face mold has been used quite a few times since. Becky was Barbie's first friend from 1997 to 1999 to be in a wheelchair. And now we have Kayla. She was also a couple times.
By the way, there is something going around on Facebook saying that Becky was discontinued because her wheelchair couldn't fit in Barbie's dream house. That is propaganda from a conservative website. They made it up. So yeah, Becky did fit in the dream house, and even if Becky didn't fit in the dream house, they modified everything afterwards so that Becky's wheelchair could fit in the dream house and all the other toys.
It's called Leah. I don't know, they just kept changing her name. And she was around from 2000 to 2006. And then we have Devon, who was only used for the dance club line, and she was introduced in 1989. Next up, we have Grace and her little sister Courtney, and they were introduced in the Sis line when, sadly, the line was
SIS, not CIS. Thank you.
discontinued. She kind of graduated into being one of Barbie's friends, and she remained one of Barbie's friends until 2015. Quite a few of Barbie's friends disappear around 2015. I don't know what happened then, but they were like, bye.
What happened then was a buyout. Simple enough.
A massive unfollowing on her Instagram. And next we have Miko and Kira, and she was also called Marina in the EU. This girl could really not stick to one name, and she was produced.
Girl, let her have her name. She's just being herself.
From 1985 until 2001. And then next we have Teresa. She is Barbie's like olive skin friend. I'm not sure exactly where she's meant to be from, but she was produced from 1988 until now.
I wanted her because she had the same skin tone as me, but couldn't really find her.
Now they still make Teresa dolls now. Okay, next we have Raquel. People will often remember Raquel as Barbie's antagonist, kind of. They are still friends. They're more like frenemies, and she appeared in the Barbie Life in the Dream House TV series. She was originally introduced in 2006, and then, yet again, disappeared in 2015. And next up, we have Christy. I love Christy. Now, Christy was
oh my god, look at that outfit. That is super cute.
Kind of African-American doll, which I remember from my childhood. She was originally introduced in 1968 and was continued to be in production. She was originally part of a mod line, I believe, but she continued to be in production all the way up until 2005, and then she disappeared. And then she reappeared very briefly in 2015, and then she disappeared again. Okay, there's a whole bunch of friends, which I'm not going to really talk about, from Barbie's band.
Look, there's Diva. There's Diva. I swear to everything, Diva is a drag queen with that makeup and that outfit.
Barbie and the Rockers, and also Barbie's friends from the Generation Girls line. She had a whole bunch of friends that were just specific to that line. But, you know, these dolls definitely reuse a lot of face sculpts from previous dolls. And then there's also Shani, which was another spin-off line, and Aisha, is that how you say that? Another spin-off line from Barbie. These characters were included in some Barbie lines. Okay, next up we have Steffi. Again, this face sculpt was reused a couple times, but she only appeared in 1972. And then we have Carla, and she was produced
Cara.
From 1975 to 1976. And then we have Jamie. She was produced from 1972. And then we have Kelly, who again, names here. Kelly, who was made from 1973 to 1974. Next up, we have Harper, who was only ever seen in the Barbie vlogs, interestingly enough. And then we have, I think her name's Renee, and we have Rena, is that how you say it? Rena, who was a doll which was only produced in Asia. And then we have Daisy, who was introduced in 2018 and is still currently about somewhere. Next up, we have Nikki, who was originally introduced in 2006. And don't you love this doll? She's wearing a t-shirt which has one of the Barbie movies on it, and I absolutely love that. And she is still about today. Next up, we have Blaine and Summer.
Okay, so Blaine and Summer. Blaine caused a whole mess of drama in the Barbie world when I was growing up because they held a contest to find out who Barbie's new boyfriend should be. And Blaine ended up winning. And he was Barbie's boyfriend for like maybe a year before she went back to Ken.
Who were both originally introduced in the Cali Girls line, the California Girls line. And now Blaine.
It's like I have magic powers or something.
was Barbie's boyfriend for a while when she broke up with Ken. She had like a spring-summer romance on the beach with Blaine. A bit awkward. And we have Summer, who continued to be made until 2015. They were both originally introduced in 2004.
I think they used Summer's face mold for one of the fashionista dolls.
Okay, so that's all of Barbie's friends. Hello, editing Joey again. I just wanted to say that Barbie does still have new current friends, a lot of them introduced in the Fashionistas line, although yet again they don't have names. I find it kind of sad that Mattel don't name Barbie's friends anymore, but she does still have friends. They didn't all disappear in 2015. Then we have Ken over here. Ken was originally introduced in 1961, so 2 years after Barbie, as Barbie's boyfriend. And they have pretty much been together ever since. You know, they had a little hiccup in 2004, but they have one of the most solid couples I've ever seen. They've been together for a very long time.
Even though they're named after a brother and sister.
Now, Ken has a brother called Tommy, who was originally introduced in 1997.
I remember that because I saw it in the store. And I think my dad had that exact same windbreaker.
Here you can see him in a kind of big brother Ken and baby Tommy 2-pack. Really love this set. I really wish I owned it. Tommy was never really depicted as Ken's younger brother after this set. He became more part of the Kelly line and just became one of her friends. If we go down, Ken had a friend called Alan, who was meant to be dating Midge and had a kind of Midge vibe. He also had red hair. He was
See, they were dating. They got married. They had a baby. Perfect beard relationship. Nobody suspected a thing.
Originally made from 1964 to 1965. He didn't last very long. But then Alan was reintroduced in 1991 when he married Midge. And they had this whole big wedding. Here you can see Barbie's previous little brother Todd has now become Midge's little brother. Random, who knows. And interestingly enough, about the Alan face sculpt, it, after this set, became the Ken face sculpt.
Seriously, look at this. Look at the Alan face sculpt. Look at Alan. That's Michael Cera. That is absolutely Michael Cera.
So they literally swapped faces. How weird.
They were boyfriends.
After Midge and Alan got married, they later on had a child as part of the Happy Families set, and they even made dolls of Midge's parents, the baby's grandparents that you can see here. Ken also had a friend/frenemy called Ryan, who is also Raquel's brother. So there you go.
Why couldn't they've just made Blaine the frenemy?
So I guess kind of being the antagonist runs in the family. Ken also had a friend called Todd, another Todd. There's so many Todds. And Todd was only introduced as part of a kind of wedding line, and he married someone called Tracy. Both of them never reappeared again. This line was produced in 1983. And now Ken has had quite a lot of African-American friends as well. Brad, who was introduced...
Please confirm they use the same face sculpt so I'm not crazy. Please confirm it.
In 1970, he was advertised as being Christie's boyfriend. And then later on, in 1975, he had a friend called Curtis, who was meant to be boyfriends with Cara. And then he had a friend called Stephen, who was also meant to be boyfriends with Christie. And he was around from 1988 until now, apparently, although I haven't seen any Stephen dolls for quite a while. Okay. So there we have it, doll fans. I have spoken.
Okay, so he did not confirm it. Let's see. Claudina9 had a great video on Barbie. I love Claudina9. Or was it Izzy's? It may have been Izzy's. Deep Dive into Monster High, Lost and Canceled Dolls. You know what? I love the idea of Lost and Canceled Dolls, but we're going to come back to that. Oh, yes, I remember watching this one. Let's do Ken.
It all started at the dance. Barbie, the famous teenage fashion model doll by Mattel, felt that this was to be a special night. And then it happened. She met Ken. And somehow she knew that she and Ken would be going together. So now
They were going together, even though he was best friends with Alan.
Mattel brings you Ken, Barbie's boyfriend.
Alan's boyfriend, too.
Hello, doll fans. I'm Joey, and welcome back to Beauty Inside a Box. Today, we are going to be talking about the full history of a very important doll, Barbie's boyfriend and favorite accessory, Ken. Ta-da! Don't they make just the cutest couple? They're adorable. If you love dolls, Barbie and Ken as much as I do, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and check Instagram and TikTok. And anyway, let's talk about the handsome, perfect man, Ken. Ken's full name is Kenneth Sean Carson.
Sean. He's a Sean.
He is, of course, Barbie's boyfriend, and he was originally introduced in March of 1961, just 2 years after Barbie was released. He was first advertised in the trade magazines Plaything,
Trade magazines. Oh my god. I'm too gay for this video.
and Toys and Novelties, and he was showcased at the American International Toy Fair in New York. He was only available to dealers in June of the same year, and he originally cost $3.50, which, damn, that's a nice price. It's crazy to think that like a reproduction of the same doll today costs like $60. Now, Barbie was originally marketed as a tool to teach young girls proper grooming and poise in the hopes that they would eventually gain a husband. Because you have to remember that in 1959, a husband was a meal ticket. You know, it wasn't as easy for women to get jobs, so finding a husband was kind of important. But this is probably why Ken was considered to be a very crucial accessory to Barbie. And apparently Mattel had been getting a lot of requests to introduce a boyfriend character for Barbie. Now, interestingly enough, early promotional images showed Ken in a black and white striped swimsuit.
Look at that hair. Good lord.
Which of course matched Barbie's famous original swimsuit. But this swimsuit was later changed, and Ken was released wearing red trunks, although he was still wearing his original black and white striped swimsuit on the cover of the box. Originally, Ken came with either blonde or brunette hair. The hair was molded plastic covered in flocking. Now, flocking is kind of like fuzz, similar to a Salvanian, although the flocking did not stand up to rigorous play.
A lot of the Barbies I had with flocking did not survive.
So later, in Christmas of 1963, the doll was discontinued and re-released with just simple molded plastic painted hair. Similar to Barbie, you originally bought a Ken doll in just his simple swimsuit, and then a whole variety of fashion packs were also available. Some of the titles of these looks are In Training, Sleeper Set, Casuals, Campus Hero, Dreamboat, Saturday Date Night. In the Barbie mythos, Barbie and Ken met whilst filming their first TV commercial. Although Barbie says in one of her vlogs that she actually met Ken when she moved to Malibu when she was 8 years old. He was her neighbor.
When did we first meet?
Oh, that was easy. You just moved in next door. We were 8 years old.
Ken has historically mostly been described as Barbie's boyfriend, although since around 2018, they seem to more commonly be depicted as just close friends.
Yes, Barbara,
What?
I know you have a secret.
What?
Your secret crush, you just wouldn't tell me who it was.
Oh, moving on.
Why you always lying?
I think this
That was cute.
is because Mattel is aiming for a younger demographic now with Barbie, but we all know Barbie and Ken are dating. Barbie and Ken both got bendable legs in 1965.
Crackety crack. My body sounds like that.
In 1969,
That is the most realistic sound you will ever hear because my body sounds like that. Ow.
Ken got a new look with a new face mold, a new, more muscular body, and of course, groovy new clothes. Brad was introduced in 1970 and became Barbie and Ken's first ever black male friend. Mod Hair Ken came out in 1973 and became the first Ken doll to have rooted hair. He also came with stick-on facial hair, including a beard, sideburns, and a mustache.
Put a mustache on Ken and make believe he's the bad guy. Or sideburns and play he's the hero.
It's fun pretending you're moose guys, isn't it?
Yeah.
Honestly, this doll may be the most 70s thing.
Oh my god. That girl. The porn stash.
I've ever seen. In 1978, Superstar Ken came out with a new Robert Redford looking face mold. And I have to say, I hate this face mold, but I'm sure this face mold is very nostalgic to a lot of people. Superstar Ken also had a brand new body mold with bent arms and articulation in the waist. In 1979,
I'll be right back,
Love
y'all.
in Malibu, Barbie and Ken had real tan lines around their swimsuits. This is a very interesting gimmick, which I definitely think would have stirred up some controversy if Mattel had released it today. I mean, it doesn't really promote very good sun safety, does it? In 1980, Sport and Shave Ken was the most articulated Ken doll to date at the time because it had extra articulation in the wrists, elbows, and waist. He also had rooted hair and a shaving gimmick in which you could draw on facial hair with a pen and then shave it off. He also had a unique face mold. Also, look at those tiny, tiny shorts. I need to get myself some of those. 1980 was also one of the first times we started getting Ken dolls with molded on underwear. All-Star Ken from 1982 had an interesting gimmick where when you bent his arms, his muscles enlarged. And the shorts just get smaller and smaller, don't they? In 1984,
It was the
Dream
80s.
Date Barbie and Ken went on a glamorous night out together. You can really see the Barbie and Ken aesthetic starting to form in this era. In 1985, the Sensations line introduced a new face mold for Black Ken and a Hispanic Ken. Some versions of the Black Ken had rooted afro hair. In 1987, Ken's look really elevated to a new level of camp. Jewel Secrets Ken was released, and Ken also joined the Barbie and the Rockers
Oh my
line of
god,
dolls.
that flock of
Both
seagulls
dolls
haircut.
had rooted hair and a
Oh.
new face mold. An incredibly ugly face mold, in my opinion, with a freakishly long neck. Ken's like a giraffe here.
Girl.
This face mold was very, very, very rarely used, and I can see why.
Thank goodness.
It's ugly. Wikipedia says Ken has at least 40 careers, which is nothing compared to Barbie's at least 200 careers. Barbie is truly bringing home
Oh, I'm
the
sorry,
bacon in
cats.
this relationship. Ken is like mostly a stay-at-home boyfriend.
I'm just
In
Ken.
1988, Animal Lovin' Ken was released. Animal Lovin' is definitely a questionable name for a doll line, but anyway. Animal Lovin' Ken was later used as inspiration for the Ken character in Toy Story 3, a great film. In 1992, Rollerblading Ken was one of the first Ken dolls to use a new face mold, which had previously been used by Alan, Midge's husband. You can learn more about Midge's history in a
Ooh, he has a video on Midge. We may have to watch that. See if they mention the fan theory.
video I made recently. I will put a link on the screen and somewhere in the description to that video. I like this new face sculpt. He's very chiseled. In 1992, Totally Hair Ken was released. Totally Hair Barbie is still the best-selling Barbie of all time.
I had both. I had both Totally Hair Ken and Totally Hair Barbie.
Totally Hair Ken used a new version of the Alan face sculpt with rooted hair.
Also, on my wish list is a Totally Hair Barbie costume, which I 100,000% need on my body.
And this outfit is like the 60s, but seen through a 90s lens. That pattern on the shirt is everything. I actually want this outfit. I'm going to dress up as Ken for next Halloween. Now, in 1993, the Earring Magic line of Barbie dolls was released, and of course there was an Earring Magic Ken doll. Earring Magic Ken became the best-selling Ken doll of all time before it was abruptly recalled by Mattel.
It was the highest selling Ken doll of all time because of the gays. I had Earring Magic Barbie. I did not have Earring Magic Ken. But he's the highest selling Ken doll of all time because of his necklace. I see, do they show it? Yep, right there. His necklace. And the chains on his outfit. The gays were like, this is our Ken. Not even kidding.
There are a lot of rumors surrounding.
God damn it, it's like I'm fucking psychic. I know Roma women are usually witches, but damn.
The creation of this pop culture legend. But basically, in 1993, Mattel was trying to make Ken look more cool, and they hosted a couple focus groups with kids that said they wanted Ken's new look to reflect what they had seen on MTV. I don't think Mattel or the kids realized that a lot of what they saw on MTV, like Madonna and Janet Jackson's backing dancers,
Gay culture.
were incredibly gay.
Yup.
So the new look they made for Ken was incredibly gay coded. He's wearing like a mesh vest top with a lilac leather waistcoat, and he's got blonde highlights and jewelry. I'm sure for the early 90s this was very shocking. But the LGBTQ community loved the doll and rushed to the shops to buy it. It quickly became the best-selling Ken doll
Like
of all
I'm
time.
fucking
I
psychic.
actually have this Ken doll, but it's back at my parents' house. I wish I bought it for this video. I could have shown it to you. Ironically enough, Mattel was nervous that they were going to get complaints about Ken's earring when they actually got complaints about his necklace. This is because people thought the necklace looked like an inappropriate
Cock ring. It looks like a cock ring.
toy, if you catch my drift. This is supposedly the reason why Mattel recalled the doll, although it could also be because Mattel didn't want Barbie's boyfriend to be seen as gay.
But they totally were. Totally were. Look at Alan.
Who knows? But Ken has always dressed quite flamboyantly. You know, Earring Magic Ken doesn't look that out of place with other Kens that were coming out around that time. Anyway, that was a very brief summary of the whole Earring Magic Ken debacle. This doll is still a pop culture icon, and I love Earring Magic Ken.
Everybody loves Earring Magic
for
Ken.
Pride one year. In 1997, Ken got a little brother called Tommy. Tommy was absolutely adorable, but he hasn't been seen since 2007. Someone should send out a search party. By the year 1999, Ken was looking a lot more hetero with his baggy trousers and muted color palette.
No, he wasn't. Except for right here, this is like TV dad with the cargo pants. Cool school with the cargo pants. I don't think so, sir.
And he was doing lots of manly things like shaving again. Yes, Mattel really can't think of anything else for Ken to do other than shave. Ken continued to look pretty masculine into the early 2000s, and he even became a photographer. We love that for him. And he took only pictures of Barbie. Most likely to compete with new dolls like Bratz. In 2003, Barbie shifted her focus away from her many careers and her good girl image to focus more on partying and hanging out with her friends. The Cali Girl line of Barbie dolls saw a new, tanned, laid-back, chilled-out version of Barbie and Ken. But before the second wave of Cali Girl dolls,
Blaine or Ken?
Mattel put out a vote on the Barbie website asking fans if Barbie should stay with Ken, start dating this new character called Blaine, start dating Steven. I thought Steven was dating Christy, so that's a bit messy. Or start dating this new random character called Diego. And I don't think a doll was ever made of Diego. The final option was for her to become single. Now, Blaine would use a face sculpt, which was originally going to be used for one of Skipper's friends called Zach, but that doll was never produced. In 1999, Blaine was introduced in the Generation Girls line. The Generation Girls line was a line that kind of celebrated globalization and saw Barbie going to an international school in New York. In 2004, it was announced that Blaine had beaten out Ken and become Barbie's new boyfriend. Honey, the tea was piping hot. Long-term fans of Ken were really not happy about the decision. He was also Summer's brother. Summer was another new character which was introduced in the Cali Girl line. I'm not gonna lie, I think Blaine looks like a bit of a Chad. Ken pretty much disappeared for a while, but he wouldn't be gone for long because in 2005, he was relaunched with a brand new look and a brand new face sculpt. I have to say, I am not a fan of this face mold. Ken has had some really questionable face molds. Also, this look is so boring. Like, this is such a vanilla look. Come on, Ken. Like, shake it up a little bit. Add some color. In the same year, Ken was in the Beach Fun Barbie line alongside Barbie and Blaine. Awkward! This would also be the last time Blaine would ever be seen. He mysteriously disappeared after this. Ken, would you like to explain what happened to Blaine? Ooh, that rhymed. In 2010, Ken got another new face mold. I think this face is very, very handsome. I think this is one of the best Ken face molds. And this face sculpt is very similar to
nice
one
face
which
mold.
is still used today. Ken's fashion choices were still pretty boring around this time, though, I won't lie. And of course, in 2010, Mattel once again decided to revive the shaving gimmick with this new shaving fun Ken. Men
I
can
had
do
that.
more than just shave, Mattel. You do realize that. I would love one day for them to make like a nail art Ken doll where he can like paint his nails and stuff. We love a guy with painted nails. So cool. Very Harry Styles. Also, in 2010, Mattel launched a campaign to get the iconic couple back together. There were massive billboards with a picture of Ken which read, "Barbie, I want you back." And fans were encouraged to vote on Facebook to decide the fate of Barbie and Ken. The drama! It was a very tense time to be a Ken fan. And, drumroll, they got back together! Mattel even released a doll set to celebrate their reunion. They look so cute in reimagined versions of their iconic original swimsuits. And Ken even has a lipstick kiss on his cheek.
Aw.
Adorable. I really want this doll set. Today, Ken is truly able to experiment with his look more than ever. We've had Kens of all different shapes and sizes, of all different looks, and
Ryan Gosling as Ken is the most amazing thing. When he was debating on if he should take the role of Ken, he walked outside and saw his daughter's Ken doll laying face down in the mud next to a squished lemon. So he took a picture of it and sent it to Greta Gerwig saying, "This I will be your Ken. His story must be told." Let's find out about
One
Midge.
evening in Barbie's dream house. Surprise! It's Midge, Mattel's marvelous new teenage doll.
She got
Midge
freckles.
is Barbie's best friend and is thrilled with Barbie's career as a teen.
Hello, doll fans, and welcome back to Beauty Inside a Box. My name is Joey, and today we are going to be talking about Barbie's very first best friend, the controversial queen herself, Midge. Here she is. This is the only Midge I have at my flat. All the others are at my parents' house. Midge's full name is Margaret Hadley Sherwood, and this year she's celebrating her 60th anniversary. It came out 60 years ago as of the recording
Happy
of this video,
birthday,
which is in
Midge.
2023. And she has had a very controversial history with lots of ups and downs, and we are going to be talking about all of it in chronological order today. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you love dolls and Barbie as much as I do, and also let me know in the comments what you think of the
Forget everything. I have to know what happened to Tootie. Like in the Barbie lore, I have to know. Oh, goddamn, I gotta turn my AC on. Hang on. Okay, and we're good now. I'm sorry about the noise, but I have a loud AC unit. Forget everything. I have to know what happened.
amazing Midge. Also, don't forget to check me out on Instagram and TikTok for more doll content. But anyway, let's get on with the video. Throughout history, Midge has always been a bit of a lightning rod for controversy to offset any complaints Barbie might be getting, and her very inception was no different. Midge was originally introduced in 1963, and there were 3 different variants of the doll. There was a brunette doll, a red-headed doll, and
I don't know if Angel has any Midge dolls. Oh, hang on. Let me see. I know she has some of the Midge dolls from the 90s. Search Midge. Midge was the ugly friend until the 80s. She was a lot prettier in the 60s when she was a hippie girl. But her face was like weird. This is like notes of my friend and I talking about Midge. Dun, dun, dun. Nope, I have no notes about that.
A blonde, kind of strawberry blonde doll, and they all came with different colored swimsuits. Midge is most commonly characterized as having red hair and freckles. Now, the reason why Midge was introduced is quite interesting. See, Barbie had only been around for about 3 to 4 years, and she'd already garnered quite a lot of controversy and quite a lot of complaints, because people said she looked too mature. So Mattel introduced Midge into the line to kind of offset these complaints and introduce a character into the line which had a more youthful look, a more childlike look. They gave her much bigger, rounder eyes, a rounder face.
Yeah, I know she has some of the
hairstyles and clothes. But
I know she has some of the 90s Midge.
So
I don't know if she has an original.
Clothes and swap clothes. Midge was also introduced at the same time as Skipper, Barbie's younger sister. Skipper was obviously another attempt to bring some youth to the line to offset some of that controversy. Now, back in the day, when dolls came out, they would normally just make one basic doll in a swimsuit and then loads of fashion packs. You wouldn't really buy loads of different individual dolls, but there were quite a few different Midge dolls that were made and packaged in different ways. Hey,
I gotta pull up the Midge again. It's finally here, the moment Midge and Alan have dreamed of, and they need your help to make their wedding the most romantic ever. When all the members of the wedding party are in their places, let the excitement begin. Hum the wedding march as you walk Midge down the aisle for the wedding ceremony. Imagine the sound of wedding bells as the happy couple kiss. Now it's time for congratulations and fun at the reception party. When the bride and groom sneak out, then appear in their going away honeymoon outfits, it's time for Midge to throw her bouquet. Goodbye, good luck, shout Barbie and Ken as the newlyweds drive off together. What a wonderful wedding. What an exciting day. Look at this outfit. There's no way Alan is straight. And look at Midge. She owns 51% of this company.
you can see loads of different gift sets with extra clothes and gift sets with Barbie and Ken, and even one with Skipper as well. Alan, Midge's boyfriend, was introduced in 1964, so the year after Midge. And he also has a slightly more cutesy, youthful face than
I have my caps lock on. I don't know why. Caps lock. Oh, yeah, because I typed in my message there. Images. Look at that. Can't tell me he wasn't born to play that role.
Ken does, or Barbie. He was Midge's boyfriend, but he was introduced as Ken's buddy, it says on the box. He's Ken's buddy. Next, in 1965, Barbie introduced a line of dolls with bendable legs, with these kind of
my husband is on his way home, so hopefully we can get.
I love these legs.
Yeah, we should be able to get through the Midge video.
They're just great. But anyway, these dolls were introduced in 1965, and of course, there was a Midge introduced with bendable legs. She again came with 3 different hair colors, and there was also a Alan doll introduced with bendable legs. After that, there were no new Midge dolls made, and in 1967, she was even discontinued. And in 1969, she was basically kind of replaced with the character of PJ. PJ had a slightly more groovy, modern, for the time look. PJ used the same face mold as Midge, so not only did she steal Midge's best friend, but she stole her face. Now, Midge was unfortunate.
So I'm probably going to end it here soon, but okay, so Barbie and Ken's. Oh, and I got to write that down for my conspiracy list here. And what was that year?
Modern for the time look. PJ used the same face mold as Midge, so not only did she steal Midge's best friend, but she stole her face. Now, Midge was unfortunately not seen again until 1987.
PJ, not Barbie. Wait, hang on.
When she was reintroduced in the California Dreams line. And after that, she became a pretty frequent recurring character in the Barbie line. The California Dreams, Midge reused the Steffi face sculpt. Steffi was a very short-lived Barbie best friend character from the 70s. But most of the Midge dolls reused face sculpt from the Diva doll. The Diva face sculpt had only been used before in the Barbie and the Rockers line of dolls, but this face became Midge's face. Here are some of the other glorious Midge dolls which came out towards the end of the 80s and the beginning of the 90s. I absolutely love the Barbie and the Beat Midge doll. She's stunning, this Midge doll. She's beautiful. After being reintroduced into the line, Midge didn't get very long to it being single and ready to mingle, because in 1991, it was time for her to get married.
Ta-da!
Midge is getting married. Cool. Best friend helps her.
We'll cover this once more.
Oh, yeah. Wedding day, Midge. Here's your big moment. Do you take Alan? I did.
Mattel introduced a whole line of dolls in Midge's wedding. You could even buy a chapel. You could buy all the dolls from the line in one big gift set, which honestly is on my holy grail list of doll sets. I really, really want this doll set. But anyway, you could buy the doll set, or you could also buy all these dolls individually. And Midge even came with a second outfit, which was meant to be her honeymoon outfit. And in this line, Alan, of course, made an appearance, this time as Midge's husband instead of just her boyfriend. And funnily enough, he's actually spelling his name differently here. There's only 1 L instead of 2. Alan had a brand new face sculpt for this line, which would after this become Ken's face
baby.
sculpt.
Let me end this stream real quick.